Wide to the right is Bo Rather. It's Taylor deep and Seifert close. Larry Sippa under center in a balanced line. Sippa rolls out to the right, pitches off to Taylor, and Taylor's to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Billy Taylor! Touchdown, Billy Taylor! Billy Taylor scored a touchdown from 21 yards out. The crowd goes berserk. Michigan leads 9-7. Old man Ufer's been broadcasting for 27 years. I have never seen anything like this.
You know, what's the start of another Michigan football season without the voice of Bob Ufer? You got to have it. And bringing that to us, not just in cuts like that or in sharing stories, but also with these CDs that they produce, great CDs they produce year after year. His son. I call him Tommy. Tom Ufer. Tom, how you doing?
How you doing, Sam?
Great to see you.
You know, you listen to the Oh Boy, you think of this time of year, and then we are living, as we were just speaking to, we are living in such a crazy world today. But to have this positive, Dad used to talk to all of us growing up about positive memories. And what Harbaugh is bringing back to all of us is a throwback to yesteryear. In the intensity and the enthusiasm, 7 short days from today, we're out there in Salt Lake City. I mean, he's up there. He's up there with Bo and Canham and Fritz and Tommy Harmon and Rob Lytle and Jimmy Mandich. And Sam, you know how pumped those guys are. They are so darn proud of what's going on in little old Ann Arbor town. Very, very positive times for all of us.
Yeah, and you certainly associate anything with Bob Ufer's name next to it with positiveness. And you guys are coming out with another CD, I see.
We're going to bring another one out. It's going to be out in a couple weeks. It's going to be Ufer on Air. 74 minutes, about 36 live cuts. The other ones we've had people, Bo and Canham and President Ford, Dick Vitale, Keith Jackson, they'd reminisce about Dad, and we kind of intertwine plays and things. This is a single. This is 74 minutes, 36 clips, and just boom, boom, boom. And Sam, as we've spoken to before, I tell people, I was with a group of 14 doctors last night in Grosse Pointe, these guys out of St. John's. Age 65 and older, they're reminiscing. God, Ufer, what about Harbaugh? And I go, guys, you know what? These are such positive times. But as they talked about Dad, every one of them were smiling, Sam. And as you listen to the CDs, if you're not smiling in 13 seconds, you're not breathing.
You know, it obviously takes a lot of people who were alive at the time, takes them back to that time. For those that weren't, it educates them, and it gets you back to why the excitement is so rich, is so deep about Jim Harbaugh's return. And how about this? This is the other part that we always mention. You guys do such a great job with the fund and helping get more kids to college, helping get more kids to Michigan. And so how much money have you guys raised so far?
We've raised about $1.6 million since Dad passed. This October 26th will be 34 years. We've given out 147 scholarships to the top kids, Pioneer, Huron, and Skyline, going on to Michigan. That's a treat. In early May every year we talk to the top senior athletes, and it's just a real honor to the Ufer family. We gave $250,000 back in the year 2000 to Lloyd to endow a football position. We gave Bill Martin about 8 years ago another $100,000 toward the Stephen Ross Athletic Academic Center. And again, we've raised roughly 1.6. I mean, Scotty Hirth with the Emden, he sells a couple thousand of these CDs every year, every fall. He's been gone 34 years. But again, you're back to positive memories.
You know, one of the things that gets you through, there's always an opportunity to hear, you know, some of the great calls by Bob Ufer. As you mentioned, you can go over to the MDen and pick up some of the CDs. But when will Ufer on Air be available?
Ufer on Air will be out in about 2 weeks. You can go into ufer.org and get it. Again, all the proceeds go to the scholarship fund. We have a foundation. Again, it's a real treat to the Ufer family to be able to give those scholarships and to touch the lives. And again, you walk around the tailgates and you hear all these, you know, the Stanley Edwards and the Johnny Wanglers and the Anthony Carters and the Bubba Paris's and the Butch, you know, Butch Don't Call Me Harold Wolfall. I mean, just the memories. I mean, anybody over age 40, they're sharing with their kids what it was like, and Harbaugh's going to bring exactly that. And you continually run back to, it's all about effort. It's all, you know, marketing 101, Michigan, again. The brand is being polished. The crystal ball is being shined. And we are going to be out there leading the pack momentarily. And it's
here's one of the things, Tommy, that I think is important to note. This is a different, and you talked about the beginning of this segment, but I want you to flesh it out again. This CD is different from the ones that you guys have come out with in the past.
I put out 4 CDs. We've sold quite a few over the years. This is different in that the ones in the past, we had President Ford, we had Keith Jackson's, we had Dick Vitale's, we had Bo, we had Canham, all these different people reminiscing about Dad and talking about Dad. And we actually, a couple of them, we had Dad doing basketball in 65 and 1966 with Cassie Russell. Dad did a couple years of basketball, which is kind of a story of its own. We had a couple minutes on the old CDs. All this one is live cuts. You got live cuts. You got 36 live cuts. It's 74 minutes. And we put on the cover the shot from 1942 with the old boy holding a couple of trophies back when he wore the jock and he was the track runner here. All-American world record holder. 1942, Sam, indoor quarter mile, 48-1. On the boards, on the cinders. So the old boy in his own right was quite an athlete. So I put that on the cover, a black and white of the old boy holding the trophy in his Michigan track outfit from 42. I'm putting this thing together a couple weeks ago with one of the artist guys. They're pretty good with the computer and things. And he comes up. I go, what? We've had Maximum Michigan and Ufer of Michigan, all these different things. He goes, how about Ufer on air? And I said, I love it. So Ufer on air will be out in a couple weeks for all of your listeners. And again, as you're doing right now, it puts a smile on your face.
Absolutely.
That's the whole ticket. I mean, because Sam, we need positivity.
Tell folks how they can get their hands on Ufer on air in a couple of weeks more time.
Well, we'll get it through the MDN, but also through ufer.org. We have a fun website, and we put in clips there. We have a nice shot of Dad back from 1976, 30-second clip in Chrysler Arena when he was MC, when President Ford was running for re-election. We have that on there. We have the Billy Taylors. We have the Anthony Carters. We have when Ohio came out and tore the banner down, and Dad went absolutely upside down, and that was pregame. But again, these are all the fun memories, and what Jim is bringing back, and in honor of Bose and in honor of the Canhams, because he cares that deeply. And Sam, it's the intensity. The intensity in what he's going to do in the sidelines, and these kids are going to feed off of that. It's just, you're in the room. I mean, last spring, I was over there in Schembeckler Hall in Glick Field, and I'm looking across the field, and they're going through, Minnick had got me, and we're going through a practice, and Jimmy's over there, the khaki, he's got his hands on his knees, and he's got the Michigan hat on. He's got the blue, the mock turtleneck on with the black hem in his left chest, and it was surreal. You're going, wait a minute. He is actually here? How many years? He's here. And it still hits you. He's here. And all the Sparties and all the Buckeyes, they don't, the history, the lore, the just the respect for, you're sitting there, you got goosebumps in your arms even thinking about it. I get it's the Jones and the Ufer. We can't help ourselves. But again, making so very many of all of us very, very proud again to be Michigan backers. That's the bottom line.
I'll tell you what, the ride picks up in earnest 7 days from now, so really, really looking forward to it. Tommy, it's always a treat when you drop by, man.
Sam, it's fun. You and I are doing a great job carrying the flag, and you're getting some nice PR, and you're getting a great listening audience, and again, we're sitting here smiling, we're talking positive, and it's a great time of year.
Wait, Sam, you said 7 days away?
Rosie Smith deep. Davis close. 3rd and 2 on the Buckeye. 1.5-yard line. There goes White in motion. Ricky Leach rolls to the right. He cuts back in. He's going in, and he does. He scores. Ricky Leach scores. He scores his 51st touchdown of his career. Look at the tissue paper. I couldn't call it toilet paper over the air.
Yeah, he called it toilet paper on the air anyway, but
we got there's a couple of the cuts I had to put in. 1972, Gil Chapman does a 58-yard end around against Michigan State. And Dad is thanking Mrs. Chapman for giving birth to Gil 19 years ago. Then at the Rose Bowl, when he's talking about Ali Hagi Sheik, he's now selling BMWs in Birmingham. I met him a couple weeks ago. Great guy. He's going, imagine this today. Ali Hagi Sheikh. This is on the air. Ali Hagi Sheikh, our fuel king. He's the only Iranian I ever met that wears cowboy boots. Dan says that on the air. Try that on, Sam. I mean,
Yeah, man.
goodness sakes alive.
Folks, Ufer on air, available in 2 weeks, ufer.org, the MDen as well, all the MDen locations. So, Tommy, you know you're a treat, man.
Well, you guys keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
All right, thanks a lot.